Get ready because the news cycle is absolutely exploding. We've got breaking details on the assassination attempt that's shaking Washington, a major shift in tech policy that could impact millions, and a high-stakes international summit that's about to redefine global power. Stick around, you do not want to miss this. First up, the nation is reeling from the shocking assassination attempt on Charlie Kirk, and the FBI Director Kash Patel is dropping bombshells about a suspect's note that details a chilling motive. We're talking direct evidence, a destroyed message, and a deep dive into the ideology that fueled this act of violence. This is more than just a crime. It's a political earthquake, and Vice President JD Vance is hosting the Charlie Kirk Show podcast today, adding another layer to this unfolding drama. We'll break down every angle. Then, hold on to your hats because President Donald Trump has just hinted at a massive deal with China that could keep TikTok up and running in the United States. After years of back and forth, is this the end of the saga? We're diving into the details of this potential agreement that has young users buzzing and policymakers watching closely. What does this mean for the future of social media and US-China relations? We've got the inside scoop. And the international stage is heating up as U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in the Middle East, engaging in critical discussions with Qatari and Israeli leaders following a tense Israeli strike on Hamas officials in Doha. With Arab and Muslim nations meeting to strategize and potential defense deals on the table, the geopolitical landscape is shifting rapidly. We'll explore the implications of Rubio's high-stakes diplomacy and what it means for regional stability. Finally, we're looking at the immediate aftermath of the Charlie Kirk assassination, with lawmakers and businesses taking swift action in response to negative comments and social media posts. From Texas classrooms to national agencies, the debate over free speech versus hate speech is intensifying. We'll examine the legal and social ramifications of this controversial incident and how it's forcing a national conversation. Don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. FBI Director Kash Patel reveals a chilling note penned by the suspect in the Charlie Kirk assassination. The nation is still reeling from the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and new details are emerging that paint a disturbing picture of the suspect's intentions. FBI Director Kash Patel has disclosed that a note found belonging to the suspect, Tyler Robinson, explicitly stated his intent to take out the conservative activist. This revelation comes as Vice President JD Vance is set to host the Charlie Kirk Show podcast today, underscoring the ongoing political reverberations of the event. Patel's interview with Fox News was highly unusual, as FBI officials typically avoid releasing investigative details during active prosecutions, but he defended his agency's actions amid mounting questions. According to Patel, the note, which was reportedly destroyed but recovered by investigators, predated the shooting. He described it as containing the chilling phrase, "I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." Patel also confirmed that DNA evidence from a screwdriver and a towel found with the weapon used in the attack matched Robinson. Adding another layer to the investigation, Robinson's family reportedly told investigators that he subscribed to a left-wing ideology. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, speaking from Israel, condemned the assassination as an attempt to silence open dialogue and stated that the U.S. should deny visas to those celebrating such acts. The public reaction has been intense, with many expressing outrage and concern over the political climate. Social media has been flooded with discussions about the suspect's alleged ideology and the implications for political discourse. Analysts are debating whether this event will lead to increased security measures or further polarization, while stakeholders like the State Department are reportedly reviewing visa policies. This story is far from over, and the implications are still unfolding. Next, we'll dive into a potential game-changer for a massive social media platform that could reshape its future in the U.S. President Donald Trump suggests a deal is imminent to keep TikTok operational in the U.S. In a move that could end a prolonged period of uncertainty, President Donald Trump has indicated that a deal has been reached with China regarding the future of TikTok in the United States. This potential agreement marks the culmination of a years-long effort that began during his first term, aiming to address national security concerns surrounding the popular social media app. Trump's announcement, made via Truth Social, suggests a resolution is close, potentially appeasing the millions of young users who rely on the platform. The proposed deal reportedly involves negotiations between U.S. and Chinese diplomats, with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent leading the U.S. side in recent trade talks held in Spain. This development comes just ahead of a critical deadline imposed by a bipartisan bill requiring TikTok's China-based parent company, ByteDance, to sell its U.S. operations or face a ban. Trump has previously extended this deadline multiple times, signaling his desire for a negotiated solution. He has also spoken about the app's importance for reaching young voters, noting its impact on his previous election campaigns and even referencing the late activist Charlie Kirk's perceived influence on youth engagement. Public reaction has been a mix of relief and scrutiny. Many users are celebrating the prospect of TikTok remaining accessible, while policymakers and national security experts are closely watching the details of any agreement. Concerns about data privacy and potential Chinese influence persist, even as the administration seeks to balance these issues with economic and technological considerations. But is this the final word on TikTok's fate? We'll keep you updated. Now, the geopolitical tensions are rising as a top U.S. diplomat navigates a volatile Middle East. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio engages in high-stakes diplomacy in the Middle East amid regional instability. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is currently on a critical diplomatic mission in the Middle East, engaging with key allies Israel and Qatar. His visit follows a recent Israeli airstrike on Hamas officials in Doha, a move that has strained relations and disrupted peace talks. Rubio's discussions with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem are expected to cover sensitive topics, including Israel's potential West Bank annexation plans and its ongoing operations in Gaza. The visit also includes time in Qatar, a crucial U.S. ally and mediator in the Gaza conflict, where Arab and Muslim leaders are convening to discuss a response to the recent Israeli strike. Rubio's presence in the region highlights the administration's efforts to manage complex geopolitical dynamics. The strike in Doha has intensified regional tensions, prompting meetings among Gulf Arab nations to solidify their collective military defense. The State Department has confirmed details of Rubio's trip, underscoring the importance of these diplomatic engagements. His meetings come at a time when the U.S. is seeking to de-escalate conflicts while supporting its allies, navigating a delicate balance of interests and security concerns. Reaction from the region and international observers has been focused on the potential for further escalation or de-escalation. The outcomes of these meetings could significantly impact the ongoing peace process and the broader stability of the Middle East. Analysts are closely watching how these diplomatic efforts will shape future U.S. foreign policy in the region. Can diplomacy quell the rising tensions? We'll see. But first, the fallout from a tragic event is sparking a national debate about free speech. Lawmakers and businesses grapple with free speech implications following negative comments about Charlie Kirk's assassination. The aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination is extending beyond the immediate investigation, sparking a significant national conversation about the boundaries of free speech. In Texas, state lawmakers are reviewing campus speech policies after a student was arrested for cheering Kirk's death at a vigil, a controversy amplified by Governor Greg Abbott. This incident, along with similar actions by school districts like Klein ISD and Pasadena ISD, firing employees for insensitive comments, highlights the growing tension between protected speech and acceptable public discourse. The issue has even reached federal agencies, with a U.S. Secret Service agent placed on leave and under internal review for a negative online comment. Major airlines like Delta, American, and United have also suspended employees for similar social media posts. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has weighed in, emphasizing the danger of losing the ability for civil discourse, stating, "Once a society loses the ability of people with strong disagreements to engage in discourse, then the only option you're left with is either silence, or violence, neither one of which is acceptable. The events are forcing a national reckoning on how to navigate profound disagreements in an increasingly polarized society. The public response has been divided, with some defending the right to express any opinion, while others decry the celebration of violence and advocate for stricter consequences for hateful speech. This debate is playing out in classrooms, online forums, and legislative halls, underscoring the deep societal divisions and the challenging task of fostering respectful dialogue. This conversation about speech is far from over. Stay with us for our lightning round recap and full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We covered the chilling details of the Charlie Kirk assassination suspect's note, President Trump's hints at a TikTok deal with China, Secretary of State Rubio's crucial Middle East diplomacy, and the ongoing debate over free speech following Kirk's death. Don't miss out on any of our future updates. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to Glowline for more breaking news and deep dives, and smash that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about these stories? And make sure to follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content.